Hey guys, it's brandijanei. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. In today's video, I'm going to be going over very quickly my top 5 planner tips for 2024. So if you're interested in seeing those, please be sure to stay tuned. All right, you guys, so as we're getting into like the new planner season, I was like, it's time for me to kind of bring things down, narrow my focus, minimalize my system. And I decided that I would kind of share those things with, you guys on here, because I have had a couple people ask me like, if I had any tips or tricks or like where to do, how to get started, whatever. So I figured like this would be the best time to go ahead and share that since we're all kind of gearing up for new planner season. So number 1, I would say figure out why. Why do you need a planner? Why do you want a planner? What purpose is that planner going to serve? Because I believe that once you kind of make that decision, it'll bring down some of the options. So if you're not a daily planner, then buying a daily planner would be silly. Sorry, I got interrupted. So after you decide your why and you kind of narrow down your options, that will be probably the most helpful of things. So yeah, like I was saying, if you're not a daily planner, like you already know your day, you pretty much go to work, come home, probably don't need a whole daily for that. Don't buy that. If you are a person that has a huge family and you keep track of all of the family things, having a pocket-sized planner probably isn't going to work for you because there won't be enough space for writing down everything you need to write down. So knowing your why is going to be the most important aspect when it comes to buying a planner. Then deciding on what type of planner, honestly, which is tip number 2, you're probably gonna have to try a couple different things because it's really hard to know whether you like rings or discs or coils or the book bound. It's really hard to know until you try it. So you can always try to do like the buy, sell, trade sites, check those first to buy things. Reach out to some of your planner friends or people like me that have tried every single planner in the world, and we're probably getting rid of some. Put a thing out on Instagram like, hey, I really want to try, say a daily duo, but I don't want to spend the money. Does anybody have some pages I can try? Yeah, so like the pages will be great because even if you don't have the actual book, you can still get a feel for, the paper. You can get a feel for the layout, things like that. You can also go on like Etsy and do the printable route where you just print different layouts and different designs and try it yourself. You can even go on Canva and just literally make your own pages. Like, you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. Dollar Tree has planners, Walmart has planners, Target has planners. Like, it doesn't even have to be one of the mainstream companies. And then there are a lot of companies now, like the smaller shops that are producing their own. Some of them are more expensive than other ones, but then others are less expensive than other ones. So it just depends. But knowing like what your paper style is or preference is, like you honestly really just don't know until you try it out. So like this year I learned that I like, let's say the Tomoe River paper, which is in like the Hobonichis, the Sterling Inks, your Aura Estelles, like those have that Tomoe River paper, which I like it if I'm home. I like it if I'm home. I like the way, my fountain pen looks on it. I like the way it feels like a real book. It has that feeling to it. I like it for home. I don't like it for outside because I don't like the wait time of allowing my pen to dry. Like I just want to just go because your girl is busy when I'm busy and then not when I'm not. So when I'm home, I love that style. But when I'm out, I don't. So yeah. So tip 1, have a plan, a why. 2, try the things as cost effectively as possible. So get some pages from people, print some stuff offline, try to do it that way. I literally have pages of multiple different books. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know and I can just ship you some pages and you can just try some different layouts and designs. But yeah, before you're out buying planners and covers and all of those things, like just try some stuff out first if you can. Tip number 3 is the hardest because FOMO is real. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I kind of started like heavily into the decorative planning community, I think in like 2017, maybe 2018, so around there. So I've been around for a little while. I started off with Happy Planner because I could find it at Michael's and it was cute and it was affordable because they always had coupons. And so that's pretty much where I started as far as like the decorative planning. So I had all the sticker books and all the washi tape and all the, if you watch my channel, you know, I very rarely use Happy Planner sticker books. I very rarely use washi tape anymore. I do still use stickers and I do still really, really love the decorative element of it, but I prefer to do like the smaller shop purchases more than the larger shop purchases as much as possible. Now, there are a few Happy Planner books that I will, you know, pick up and refer to, but for the most part, I enjoy supporting the small shops more because I also am a small shop. So I understand, like, you know, the importance of shopping small as much as possible. So, but with that being said, even with the shopping small, you don't want to get into the situation where you're literally buying every single sticker that ever comes out. I have so many stickers. Like, A, I'm embarrassed. B, I am literally making sticker books at this point to store them because I constantly am running out of room to put these stickers. Now, I didn't necessarily purchase all of the things that I have. Some of them were, you know, freebies. Some of them I picked up in like de-stash piles or whatever the situation is. Some of them I've literally had since I started the planning journey. So it just kind of depends. And then some of them I made myself. So you have that as well. But having that fear of missing the next thing or, you know, not getting the newest sticker from whatever ABC shop, like, it's real. And it's something that even though you may tell yourself like, oh, I won't do that, you probably will. You probably will. Like, it is a very real thing to see influencers online with all their beautiful spreads and all their beautiful pages and all their, like, do they even use those planners? Like, it is a very real thing to see all of that and then get caught up. I get caught up all the time, and I'm like, what, 6, 7 years in the game. I still get caught up in, oh my gosh, look at this, I need that. I don't. Most of the time, I don't need it at all. Again, if you've been watching me, I don't even necessarily keep track of what I've already purchased. So I may even purchase the same thing again. So that just lets you know that I am team do too much. Like, don't be like me. Don't be the opposite of me. Be team do a little bit, but don't be team do too much like me, because it's expensive. It is expensive. It's expensive to keep up with all the trends. It's expensive to do all the things, to buy all the things, to have all the things, not to mention to store all the things. Like, all of those components cost money. It costs money to buy it. It costs money to use it, in a sense, because you're probably buying a new planner to put more stickers in, and it costs money to store it. Because either way, even if you put it in a box, you got to buy a box or get the box or get the storage, whatever the situation is. It's expensive. So do your best. I'm talking to myself right now. Do your best to not buy all the things. You don't need it. Actually, in my case, I don't need any more things. Like, none, nada, nothing. I don't need any more things. I have all of the things that I could possibly use for an entire year and never buy anything else. And I still would probably have stickers left over. So don't do it. Try hard. I'm not going to say you won't, because you probably will, but try hard not to. My tip number 4 is, if you do get in a situation where you buy all of the things, try to resell as much of it as possible. Because again, it costs money to buy all those things. And like I said, I am just a very, like, giving is like one of my greatest love languages. So I naturally just give things away, which is great. Sort of. It's great in the, you know, kindness, human kindness realm of life. Not so great in the budget life. So, if I purchased a planner for $35 and I just give it away because I decide I'm not using it, yes, it is being good in the sense that, I'm helping someone else, but not necessarily in the sense that now I'm out $35 and I don't even have the thing that I spent the $35 on. So if you are, do get yourself into a situation where now you have 12 planners sitting in front of you that for sure you're not even going to touch 10 of the 12, see if you can resell them. So that means when you purchase those things, instead of maybe writing in the book, maybe photocopy the page and then write on the page to see if you actually like it, because like the layout or the design or whatever. So that way you are in a resale position. Because obviously if you start writing in the book, no one wants it. Unless it's like a really close friend or family member that may not care. But like no one on the street is going to want your book that you've already written halfway through. So definitely step 4. If you do buy all the things, try to resell it versus just giving it away or leaving it on a shelf or, whatever. And then tip number 5, I kind of hit on it before, but organization is key. Like organization is key. So whether it is organizing your, accessories, your tools, your stickers, your washi tapes, even down to like your pens and markers, like organization is key, because you will find yourself like, oh, I love that Tombow number 942 because you saw it at Target and you're like, yes, getting it. It's on sale. And then you come home and you have 8 Tombow number 942s because you forgot that you already had that one. So having a clear organizational system where you know exactly what you have, or at least close to exactly what you have, so that you're not repurchasing the same things, will ultimately save you money and space. Because you can kind of see behind me, but I literally have like stickers in this shelf here. I have stickers in these things here. I have like another thing that has stickers. I have a thing that holds washi. I have it's a lot. And I literally live in a 1-bedroom apartment and I just squeeze all of it in here. And then it helps. Well, it doesn't help that I am a content creator. So trying to, I don't necessarily want to say stay on trend, because I don't really do that. Like I get what I like and I do what I want because ain't nobody the boss of me. But, but trying to have something to film does require that I have things to film. So, to say like, oh, I don't even need stickers. Like, I guess there is probably a paper pen community, but I'm not in that community. I am in the stickers. I am in the washi tape. I am in the decorative planning community. And that is where I choose to stay, because that's what brings me joy. Putting stickers on paper brings me joy. It may not bring you joy, and that's okay. You may just like a pen. You may use a Bic. You might though, and that might just be your jam, and that's okay. It's not me. It's not. I'm a little bit of a pen snob. I digress. But whatever your thing is, whatever your reason is, whatever your why is, do that. Do that. Enjoy it. Love it. Appreciate it. And stick to it. Despite all of the things, always remember why you're doing it. What are you expecting to get out of it? What is the purpose? And focus on that. Because every time you're like, squirrel, bring yourself back to, what do I need? Why am I doing this? How is this going to be not only fun, but functional? Because ultimately the goal of having a planner is to either memory keep your life or to keep your life on track. So you're either trying to remember what you've done just for the nostalgic purposes later on, or you are literally trying to keep your life in an orderly fashion, and having a cell phone or a tablet or whatever just won't do. All those things, like digital things, I use them, but It's something about writing and seeing it on paper that makes it stick in my brain more than typing it into a system. So that is why I choose to use a paper planner. But if you are a digital planner, I mean, really the tips are the same, because you can definitely fall down the digital planner rabbit hole, because I've done that as well, where you're out buying digital planners and digital stickers and like you can literally still fall down the exact same rabbit hole. So be careful with the digital realm as well, should you choose to go that route. But I think 2024, this is my guess, 2024 is going to be the year that content creators especially bring it down, because I feel like we all went a little like brand new. We all got a little brand new acting in 2023, and I don't know why. But I feel like most content creators got a little brand new in 2023. And so I anticipate in 2024, you're going to see us all bring it back down some, like bring it back down to reality, bring it back down to earth, because in life, everything is getting more expensive. Like, everything. So, you know, having a budget for, you know, stickers and washi tapes and things like that, it's gonna not be as important, obviously, as gas and groceries. So, you know, having that kind of mindset will definitely help as well. And that is definitely a bonus tip, because I'm, you know, a baby budgeter. Have a budget, stick to it, decide this is what I'm going to spend and this is it, and stick that. I did not do that. 2024, I am going to do that no matter what. I'm going to decide this is what it is, and that's going to be that. Because, yeah, I know I went budget who? What? Yeah, I do what I want. I'm not doing that next year. Nope. So, that is it. I'm done, I think, rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you got something out of it. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone that is still watching this video right now to this point. Leave me a comment below letting me know if you have a planner tip for a newbie planner that maybe I didn't mention, because obviously there are people that know way more about this than I do. So if you have a newbie planner tip, or just a planner tip in general, leave that in the comments below, because I would love to read those and we can, you know, have a conversation. And anybody that comes across this video can also see that and read it and, you know, have that same conversation as well. But I thank you guys for watching. Be safe, be kind, and I'll catch you in the next one.